Have you ever wondered how challenging it could be to navigate the labyrinth of international trade regulations, or the painstaking precision required to ensure every piece of export documentation is accurate? Picture an exporter, let's call him John. John has to deal with a myriad of issues that may not be obvious at first glance. First, there are customs procedures and tariffs, which can vary widely from country to country. John needs to understand and comply with these regulations or face delays and additional costs. Then, there are currency fluctuations. Exchange rate changes can impact the profitability of John's exports. A sudden shift in currency values may result in financial losses or decreased competitiveness in foreign markets. Payment risks are another hurdle. John may face challenges related to payment collection, including late payments or non-payment by foreign buyers. The risk is especially high when dealing with new or unverified customers. Logistics and transportation are also crucial. John needs to deal with issues such as shipping delays, damage to goods in transit, and the selection of appropriate transportation modes. John also needs to be aware of market access and entry barriers. Some markets may have high import duties, licensing requirements, or strict quality standards that can be challenging to overcome. Cultural and language differences pose their own set of challenges. Miscommunication or cultural misunderstandings can lead to problems in negotiations and transactions. Intellectual property is another area of concern. John needs to protect his intellectual property rights in markets where counterfeiting and infringement may be rampant. Political and economic instability in the destination country can pose risks for John. These uncertainties may affect market demand, payment stability, and overall business conditions. Ensuring quality control and meeting international standards is a must. John's products must comply with the regulatory and quality requirements of the target market. Without proper market research and a well-defined entry strategy, John could make poor decisions and fail to penetrate the market successfully. Competitive pressures are intense. John needs to constantly innovate and adapt to stay competitive in the international market. Lastly, John needs to keep up with technological advancements and digital trends to maintain efficient operations and a competitive edge. So, you see, the life of an exporter like John is filled with challenges. From regulatory compliance and documentation to customs and tariffs, from currency fluctuations to payment risks, from logistics and transportation to market access and entry barriers, and from cultural and language differences to intellectual property concerns. Not to mention the issues of political and economic instability, quality control and standards, market research and entry strategy, competitive pressures, and technology and digitalization. To navigate smoothly, a trusted partner like VRDA Prime overseas. Private Limited is required who are well-versed with nuances of international trade.